Hey, XR peeps. Man, it looks like XRP is nudging toward 139. It's $1.38.8 right now. It's about 2:21 p.m. Central Standard Time here in Houston, Texas. And, well, I mean, it's encouraging, but we've had a few nudges like that, and then it just dips back down. If it dips back down, I'll be buying again in the 120 range, or lower if it goes lower. But, man, I don't know. We're getting closer to that Clarity Act, and I'm hearing mumblings and rumblings that we're really, really close, that the language has been agreed to. So I don't know what else we're pending here. But man, it seems to be really synchronized to a lot of global events. So who knows, man? Maybe this is just a much larger game than most of us realize. But in the meantime, with respect to XRP and the XRPL, I just want to point out some older news, but I want you to keep it in mind, okay? Because it's got a lot to do with the US dollar, stable coins, and the world reserve currency status that the US holds with that. So this here is just a reminder for those of you that may not have seen this news last year. This is June of last year. They reported that Ondo Finance was bringing tokenized treasuries to the XRP ledger with seamless mint and redeem via Ripple's RLUSD stablecoin. And that's true, they did that, and they have definitely brought a lot. I mean, I think it's in the billions now of treasuries onto the US, onto the XRPL. Now, if you remember, those companies that issue stable coins need to buy and back every stable coin they issue with US treasuries. Well, wouldn't it be better to have them buy them in blockchain form, which is what I think this is enabling, which will be a huge engine, because once the Clarity Act comes through, remember the whole yield argument? People are going to want yield on those stable coins, and they're going to want the stable coins. And do you think it's just going to be Americans that are going to want those stable coins? Heck no. They want the guarantees and the security of a U.S. Treasury-backed stablecoin and the earnings that those yields will bring. That's what they're going to want, and it's going to be in demand. And a lot of the things that are happening globally are to ensure that the U.S. remains the world reserve currency, and that being the case, the demand will just come. It's just going to naturally come to this currency. So that's something to keep top of mind. Next. Here's a more recent development, and this is another blockchain, another token that I've talked about in the past. This one and Velo, okay? They kind of do similar things in different markets, and they are both SHX, Stronghold, and Velo are on the XLM blockchain. Well, now Stronghold is saying, hey man, we're going to connect to the XRP ledger. There's a lot of action over there, and we want to help both of these things. And they're going to need to connect to both networks. I still believe XLM and XRP are sister blockchain networks. One is going to be for larger volumes, one is for lower volumes, but there's going to be a little